In a time when regional and global powers clash for dominance not just on land, but also in the skies, a surprising transformation is taking place. Afghanistan, long viewed as a consumer of security, is now emerging as a builder of its own strength. A nation once overshadowed by conflict is writing a new chapter, not in whispers or war cries, but through determination, engineering, and self-reliance. This platform is for those who seek the real face of this resilient country. Here, we move beyond negative headlines and fragmented coverage. We bring you stories of sovereignty, progress, and untold national pride. We don't just report passing news. We tell the epic of a nation's rebirth. Today, we take you on a journey into the heart of Afghanistan's military transformation. A journey into the skies. How is Afghanistan rebuilding its air force, not with foreign aid, but with its own talent, its own tools, and its own will? How is it reclaiming the skies not through noise, but through engines that roar and eagles that soar? After the U.S. withdrawal and the fall of the previous government, Afghanistan inherited a fragmented legacy. Dozens of military aircraft, some grounded, some deliberately destroyed, others smuggled abroad. Yet, amid this wreckage, something remarkable began to unfold. A group of Afghan engineers and technicians, with limited resources and no significant foreign support, launched a bold mission to bring the nation's air power back to life. In a short span of time, over 70 military aircraft were restored, including transport planes like the An-32 and An-26, combat helicopters like the Mi-35, and logistical giants like the C-130. But this wasn't just repair work. It was resurrection. These experts not only installed parts, they re-engineered vital components, adapted systems to Afghanistan's rugged mountainous terrain, and rewrote the rules of what's possible under constraint. Today, these aircraft are already back in the skies. Trial flights are underway in Kabul, Herat, Mazar, and Jalalabad, where residents can once again see the proud silhouette of Afghan aviation above their heads, a symbol of revival after years of silence. Parallel to the engineering revival, the Ministry of Defense has launched intensive training programs to prepare the next generation of Afghan pilots. In a formal ceremony at the National Defense University, 22 new pilots were recently graduated after completing rigorous theoretical and practical training spanning several months. Meanwhile, 120 more cadets have enrolled in specialized aviation programs. 80 training to become combat pilots, 25 focused on aircraft maintenance, 15 preparing for aerial reconnaissance and intelligence. What makes this new class unique? They are children of war, raised in conflict. Yet they choose to serve peace. They train not under foreign guidance, but under Afghan instructors, using locally developed curricula. This is a conscious move toward long-term military self-sufficiency. To support this transformation, the state is investing in flight simulators, advanced engineering labs, and top-tier education in navigation and air defense, laying the groundwork for a future led by local knowledge. But air power doesn't just begin in the sky. It's forged on the ground. That's why Afghanistan has also prioritized the restoration of its ground-based firepower. In the 209th Al-Fath Corps base in the north, more than 390 heavy artillery systems have been rehabilitated, including BM-21 Grad launchers, D-30 howitzers, 100mm Russian cannons, 155mm Turkish artillery. These weapons, once rusting into oblivion, are now fully operational thanks to ambitious engineering efforts, some completed in under 2 months. Even more groundbreaking, for the first time in Afghan military history, the Konkurs and Milan 1359 guided missile systems have been activated. These missiles are capable of neutralizing tanks, armored vehicles, and low-flying aircraft with pinpoint accuracy. A cadre of officers has already been trained to deploy them locally. Looking ahead, Afghanistan has ambitions to build a comprehensive air defense system using Russian-made technologies such as Pantsir and Buktor systems, a decisive move in countering repeated foreign drone incursions and protecting its sovereign skies. Adding a human dimension to this national renaissance, the Ministry of Defense has issued a heartfelt call. All former Afghan pilots who once fled the country are invited to return. This invitation carries no political agenda, only the voice of a homeland asking its sons and daughters to help rebuild. Every returning pilot is promised a place, respect for their experience, and a real opportunity to reintegrate. This is more than military policy. It's a bid to restore trust between citizens and the state. Despite harsh economic realities, the national spirit of these soldiers and the commitment to rely on domestic resources proves that true power is not bought with billions, but built with resilience and unity. All of this unfolds under careful oversight and evolving standards. Aircraft maintenance is ongoing. Systems are continually upgraded. Everything aligns with the demands of a changing battlefield and a determined future. Afghanistan today is not what it was, and it will never return to what it used to be. The eagles that once lay grounded have returned to the skies. The Air Force, once a forgotten relic, is now a defining symbol of sovereignty and rebirth. Each engine that roars, each wing that glides through Afghan skies, it all testifies to one undeniable truth. This nation cannot be broken. We don't just observe, we participate in telling the story of a real transformation. We share what global media rarely shows. We highlight what is being built far from the noise of propaganda. If you believe the future isn't something you wait for, but something you create, then you're in the right place. Subscribe, hit the bell icon, and share this video with anyone who believes that true progress begins not with waiting, but with willpower.